friendship breakups happen more than we think, but we rarely hear about it. People feel like they might not want to talk about it, but I want to bring awareness to this thing that happens. It happens, unfortunately, to us all, probably. So, hello, my name is Nina Marie Matthews. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and watching. I appreciate the support. And so I feel like I wanted to touch base on this topic because I feel like people don't really talk about it. I rarely hear about friendship breakups and what it does to you. And so I've experienced a few in my life, and where it was either my fault or the other person's fault, I felt, or both of our faults. And you definitely go through a grieving process, just like any other relationship. And I just feel like the friendship breakups, it really does hurt more because you spend a lot of time with those friends. And when that relationship is no more and you're no longer calling that person or going out on trips, just simple things like that you will always do, it's that void that's left, and you have to grieve that. And I definitely recommend anyone who is dealing with that to go through the grieving process, and that it is normal. It is normal to go through that like any other relationship, because the feelings you feel are real. And if you need to seek counseling, or it's just praying to God, whatever you feel that is needed, I feel that it's best to go through that. And as far as, forgive yourself, forgive the other person, and definitely heal from it. But don't just sit on it and brush it off, because that eats at you. And if there is ways for reconciliation, I definitely recommend doing that when you feel that it's time to. But it does hurt. It's painful. And in one situation where I felt I was doing the right thing between two friends, I lost a friend in that situation. And I was, of course, younger, but not talking to that person anymore, and, apologizing I don't know how many times, but that person not willing to forgive me. The only way that I had closure was just knowing that I was wrong, but I felt like I did the right thing at the time, and I should have just stayed out of it, but I didn't. And I had to just forgive myself for that part that I played, and let that person go. No matter how hard it was, I had to let that person go. So it is tough, but you do get through it. And the love is always there. Of course, if it was a genuine friendship. Sometimes in other cases, if you feel like that friendship was not going anywhere and you guys grew apart, the closure, sometimes you just have to love that person at a distance, forgive that person, because you just might not get that closure, what you're looking for, and you have to move on. Of course, you think of memories and things that you guys had with each other, but you have to do what brings you peace. And as we get older, our peace is important. And so you have to do what's best for you. And if that time comes where there's conversation that needs to be had, then that conversation can happen. But if not, you just got to continue moving on with your life. And don't sit on it. Don't dwell on it. Don't beat yourself up about it. It does happen, and you have to move forward with your life. But don't hold on to that unforgiveness in your heart. Let it go some way, somehow, and do your best to move forward. That's what I will say. And it does take time, depending on how long you've been with that friend. It can take months. It could take years, depending on, again, your situation. But go through that process, just like with a relationship with your parents, family member, or relationship with a loved one you used to date, be married to, whatever the case may be. It's a process. There's different stages to grieving. And it is normal to grieve a friend. It is normal. And so this video is really just to encourage anyone who is currently dealing with that, and to let you know that you're not alone. And I pray that you heal from the wounds that you dealt with in that experience of losing someone as a friend. And I pray that the Lord, grants you and gains you someone that can not replace that person, but give you what you need in this season that you're in. So I hope that helps. It just was on my heart to encourage you all to talk about it, speak on it, because it's not good to hold it in. And it is something that goes on, and it's a part of life, unfortunately. And I just recommend talking about it, discussing it, heal from it, move forward in your life as best as you can. So, yes, I appreciate, again, you tuning in to my channel, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video, comment below. I have some questions in the description if you want to answer. And yes, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.